What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You already read it on the title. Today is a really special day. Today we're going to be doing a director's analysis and reaction to the short film All Too Well. I'm extremely excited about this one because was the one that you guys left a lot of comments about after watching The Fate of Ophelia. As you know, if you probably watched that video, I'm not someone who knows a lot about Taylor's work. One thing that it did surprise me that I mentioned in the previous video was that her work outside of music, it's just as expensive as her music work. Really interesting, especially for someone like me who focuses a lot on their craft and the visual arts. It's really cool to see her kind of like embracing that side of herself as well. So really excited about this one. I know she wrote it and directed it, and I know it stars Sadie Sink from Stranger Things fame. I do know that she plays a younger version of Taylor, which automatically makes me think that this is going to be autobiographical. Before I do that though, I do want to address a couple of things from my previous Taylor Swift video. I just want to say thank you for welcoming and so being so open about welcoming me into this journey and giving me recommendations and giving me pointers and correcting certain things that I did wrong or certain things that I guessed wrong, I guess, was so beautiful and so heartwarming. So I just wanted to say thank you. All right. Love is so short, forgetting is so long. Pablo Neruda. Okay, so before we start, sorry, big disclaimer. I'm going to pause a lot because I need to analyze. Also for copyright, I kind of have to. So bear with me. If that triggers you, well, this is your sign. I'm sorry. But Pablo Neruda, this is really interesting. And it's really interesting to address this before we actually watch the thing because when I was young, I grew up in Venezuela in South America, and obviously being very close to Peru, which is where I believe Pablo Neruda is from. He's a poet and a literary. We had to read a lot of his work when I was in high school, and there was specifically this one book of his, Alturas de Machu Picchu, in English, The Heights of Machu Picchu. It's actually a great collection of poems, and it's really interesting, and the reason why I bring it up is because there's a band from Chile called Los Jaivas that wrote an album after the book and named it Heights of Machu Picchu, in Spanish, Alturas de Machu Picchu. So I wonder if she was inspired in any way, shape, or form the same way those guys were.
Are you for real?
So beautifully shot.
I don't know, I just feel like maybe I made you up.
They shot this on film 100%. I'm a sucker for film, guys, so yeah, expect a lot of film talk. Film. All too short. All too well short film, I'm sorry. Yeah, they shot this in film. I'm gonna take a guess and say they shot this in 250D Vision 3 35mm based on the image. It has very thin grain and the quality of the color. Something that I noticed about the previous video of The Fate of Ophelia as well, it's that she's someone that's very much like, when she's doing music videos and stuff, very much like action to visual. So like the red scarf, we walk through the door, we're seeing people walking through the door, so it's very like, you know, you see what you hear type of thing. You see, getting in the car, getting lost upstate. Is this from her album Evermore? Let me know in the comments because I did see that cover, which I think it's the cover for her, for Taylor's version of it, or correct me if I'm wrong. It's a cover that's like a back shot of her, and she has like a braid, and she's wearing like some sort of like woodsy type jacket. I don't know, but I love the photo, and this visuals remind me of that. Beautifully shot. WDP, W Cinematography. We're gonna have to check who shot this, but this is beautifully shot. This is a ballad. Am I crazy or there's like a crazy age gap here? Again, this might be autobiographical to a certain extent, but I love me a 360 shot. And sorry for the pausing. I'm sorry, guys, but I need to address this. Like something that's very powerful when you're writing. I mean, not necessarily like a rom-com, but a scene that's like extremely emotional. You know what? Like when you're so in love with someone and you have such deep feelings for them that it almost feels like the world is revolving around you guys, and there's nothing but you two. I've always thought about this because I've been in this position in my life where no matter what happens, the idea of us not being right here, right now, it's not even like an option, right? So that's why something like a 360 on a Steadicam, which is what they did. Steadicam, it's one of those heavy metal vests that help you stabilize the camera and kind of like move it around. Beautiful use of creative camera work.
I was there, I remember it all too well.
I remember it all too well. Mad Max. I love her character in Stranger Things. It's such a good character. I'm so glad they kept her around after her first season. I think it was season 2 when she came around, or 3. Actually, season 3. I feel like I've seen this guy too. Can't remember where. Okay, really something, again, technical little detail that I thought was really nice. If you notice this little punch here, that's kind of like where they punch the film through in order to reel it into the spool to kind of like load it. And those punch hole transitions are very unique and characteristic of film. And you could also see it here. You see those little changes of light and changes of tone. You see how it's a little green here, it's a little red here. That's because the film, it's about to end. And when you are loading in the film, you have to expose a little bit of the film in order to be able to mount it. So this will eventually, the image will eventually run into white, and then the actual film roll ends. And they use that as transitions. So, but what they're doing here, the editor, it's just using that little punch hole transition right before we run into white to cut to the next scene. Just a little detail. Again, film geek out here. So if you're a film geek, W film geeks. The first crack in the glass. I'm assuming right about here, it's when things started going south for them. Another thing that I'm noticing about here, like you could really see it in the skin tones. Like this film, it's like heavy saturated. In fact, you can see it on her lips too. Like film has a tendency, but it's different. You don't see it here, specifically when it comes to like the indoor shots. Film has like this uniqueness of having a lot of color density without necessarily having a lot of saturation. And in this case, it has a lot of color density, which is like the richness of the color. And then it has also a lot of saturation, which is, to put it in simple terms, kind of like how much we see of the color, how much we perceive of the color. It's not only like super rich, like super deep blues, reds, but it's also like very saturated, which is 100% a creative choice. Not necessarily a right or wrong type of case, but curious choice. A lot of like blue shadows too, which automatically give it like that nostalgic feeling. She's not having a good time. I can already tell. Is he gonna lose his... Rude. Does he have anger issues? I don't know, but he's pissed, bro. Oh, this is such a beautiful shot. Dialogue? Yes. I love this because film has this tendency of having almost like a split tone kind of like quality to it, where highlights always have like a certain hue and shadows as well, depending on which film you use. And this is like very Fight Club, and I know it's probably gonna be the sync like, and that's it. But if you watch something, anything David Fincher, honestly, but like something like Fight Club, the highlights specifically like indoors always have like this greenish hue to them, and then the shadows are always like on the blue tint, and that automatically kind of like transports you to absolute nostalgia. I love it. Yeah, you can see him on the lights, like heavily saturated.
Why are you so pissed off?
I'm not pissed off. Who said I was pissed off?
Because you're acting pissed off. It's ridiculous. These are
My boy, she's
friends.
pissed for sure.
They were super fucking
For
nice
sure.
to you too.
No, I liked your friends. I never said I didn't like your friends.
Why
I
were
didn't
you
like
being-
the way that you acted around them.
You were being weird and quiet the entire time.
I was not being weird because you wouldn't
Yes, you
look at me.
were. Oh, come on.
You
that's
asked me one thing the entire night.
such bullshit. That's such bullshit.
You dropped my fucking hand. What am I supposed to do with that?
I didn't even fucking notice. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know
dropped your
any
hand.
of these people. They're all strangers. They're all older than me.
But like,
Listen, sorry I'm pausing mid-argument, but I had to address this. I don't know if anyone watching has been in a situation like this, but I've literally been in this exact same situation. Based on what she just said and based on what I've seen, there's probably like a big age gap here. A lot of what's happening is just being perceived through different lenses, and it's being seen through different perspectives, and those perspectives are fully based on, one, your belief system, and second, the life you've had and the type of experiences you've had. No one's right or wrong. It's just kind of like a shitty situation. Honestly, it sucks. I'm sorry for them.
what are you
I
talking
feel so out of place. You're the only one that
making
makes
this
me
about
feel
you.
like
You see
what I'm
look at
telling you?
me.
I'm catching up with friends. You're literally.
And it's not even like, I mean, he might have done a couple of things where he was being an ass, but it's not even the fact that he's just being an ass. It's just that her wants or needs are not being met because his wants or needs are so far apart that I feel like having that synchronicity of them finding each other in the same place, it's difficult because their perceptions of what's wrong or what's right or what it should be are so different that it creates friction. Like, you dropped my hand, he's like, listen, dude, like I didn't drop your hand because I don't want you to be here. It's because, I'm out here hanging with my friends and with you at the same time. It doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, she probably feels like crazy out of place. Like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, I'm here because of you and you're just talking to your friends. Like, I feel like I'm just literally posted here. So, overall, just a terrible
I dropped your
situation.
hand. Like, I don't even remember the moment that you're talking about.
I wonder if this
Why are you
actually
being,
happened to Taylor.
Attacking me about something I don't even fucking know. I was doing it subconsciously. I was catching up
Don't
with
do it.
people.
You're making me feel fucking stupid.
Holy shit.
Mm.
I don't think I'm making you feel that way. I think
It's
you're making
the-
yourself feel that way.
This is
Literally
this
a
is giving
moment
me
that I don't even fucking
goosebumps.
remember that you're like fucking like holding me hostage over. It's insane. It's fucking crazy. These are people I haven't seen in like 10 years. And you just sit there the entire fucking time. It was fun. I actually had a fucking blast. Now this is the night. Now we're doing this. Awesome. So fucking awesome.
You just treated me differently.
What do you mean I treated you differently?
You didn't even look at me once.
What are you
You didn't look at me.
talking about? I didn't
Oh,
look
no,
at you.
no,
I'm catching up with my friends.
Trust me, they were enthralled by you, of course.
I'm
course.
telling you, bro, this
You're
is
making
such
me
a
feel
terrible
right about it.
situation.
Look at me.
Man, I kind of want to cry. This is terrible.
I can't. It's fucking selfish. It's literally like, it's so crazy.
Oh,
You're
so you're
making it about-
selfish now.
Yes,
Selfish
you're making
now.
it about. You're acting. I'm saying you're acting selfish. Absolutely. Right now, that's exactly what's happening. Don't fucking look at me like that. That's so fucked up.
He probably feels really
Hey,
bad too,
hey,
man.
hey,
Like,
Hey, come on. I don't want to fight.
you see, like I knew. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I've been in this situation. This is horrible.
Sorry.
Not like, yep,
Sorry.
not recommended.
I'm sorry.
And I've been on both ends
Sorry.
as well. So,
I'm sorry. I dropped your hand. Come on.
this is one of those
Come on.
that
Come
it was. It's destined to not work.
And I know it's long gone and there was nothing else I could do. And I forget about you long
She
enough
knows it, and she knows it too. You can see it in her eyes. There's something technical that I do want to point out about this scene. Like, if you notice, they probably shot this, and this is actually a really good shot to talk about this. They probably shot this with really expensive and really nice lenses that opened up a lot. So what I mean by that, to put it in simple terms, the way a lens works, it works in apertures, right? The lower the number, the more difference it's going to be between this that's in focus and my mouth that's not in focus. And you can really see it here because the central focal point, it's actually on his nose. And if you look at his mustache is already out of focus, which is a really interesting choice because normally you would want to see his entire face in focus. But the reason why they're doing it like that, on my guess as to why, it's because when you're fighting with someone and your heart's pounding and, you know, emotions are high, a lot of times after the fact, you try to remember exactly what happened and you find yourself having to fill in the gaps because emotions were running so high, adrenaline was running so high that you tend to forget a little bit. So this also helps because it makes us feel like we're in the room with them. Like if you look back, the way the camera moves, like you see it's not steady. And that's also part of like when you're having an argument or a fight with your significant other or with someone, that it's almost like shaky, imperfect, like almost like the way she's kind of like looking at him where she doesn't even know. She's kind of like processing everything he's saying and thinking about what she's about to say next as she's living the moment. So that's kind of like why they shot it like that, or that's what I would think. And I think it's brilliant.
Come on. Come on.
And I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed to. Still we are again in the middle of the night.
Are you real?
We're dancing.
Really interesting choice here. Also for the DP, like very, again, heavy on creative choices, probably from Taylor herself. That's really interesting because a lot of like when we think about the sun, we think the sun it's actually yellow or orange, and the sunlight it's actually white. It's not yellow or closer to white, not closer to yellow. But our brains tells us that the moon it's blue or the moonlight it's blue and the sunlight it's yellow. Even in film, we have a tendency of going for a lighter tone, something closer to white. But in here, in order to make it, I guess, dreamier, they decided to go with full yellow. And that's why if we keep watching, when we see the fridge light, it's fully blue. So a really interesting creative choice to make it feel even more nostalgic. Because based on my guess, they're probably about to break up or something terrible is about to happen.
Nobody had to know. You kept me like a secret, but I kept you like an oath. Sacred prayer, and we'd swear to remember it all.
Where have I seen him from? Crosswords. So yeah, tons of memories. Ugh, this is painful, bro. This is giving me like secondhand breakup vibes. Yep, I knew it. Breaking point. Are we getting more dialogue? She's not having it for some reason. That's it?
Lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece. Till you told
You see, they're doing the same thing here. I don't know if you saw it. It's actually,
too much, but maybe this thing was a
you saw it? I don't know if you saw it, but they did the same thing where they're doing like a little rack focus, which is kind of like changing the focusing plane as to what's fully in focus. If you see, right now, they focused a little bit on the edge of her hair. And as we move forward, you'll notice that it focuses back on her eye. And that's kind of like, it gives you kind of like that heat of the moment type of vibe. It's the little details, man.
was a masterpiece. Till you tore it all up. Running scared. I was there. I remember.
I wanna run it back a little bit because I wanna read the lyrics. I wanna understand why they're breaking up.
Lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece. Till you tore it all up. Running scared. I was there. I remember it
So he's giving me. Why are they breaking up though? I don't know. Oh, poor little girl. I'm so sorry. I must say something. Listen, like, dude, if you're trying to break up with her, just let her go, bro. And yes, like a lot of times, the need to be honest makes the whole situation more painful. But if you're gonna do that, then don't call. Like, just no contact, disappear. Don't call again. Don't try to use honesty as a get out of jail free card almost. Is she like in some sort of like event? Everyone's wearing black. Is this a funeral? Nah. He didn't die. That made me want to die. No, I think this is some sort of event. Well, I don't know. My guess it's an event. I wonder if these people that they're showing us now, it's like Easter eggs to some sort of like, maybe it's like a friends or something, or people that were part of the album writing process. Oh, that was a sick transition. So from a technical standpoint, guys, this is really cool because what they did here, it's that they had the camera rigged up in the exact same place. I don't know if they did a digital zoom or maybe it's a Technocrane, which is an arm that kind of like does this, right? Pushes in, pushes out, and it's like perfectly placed exactly at the same point. So they shot this, they shot this scene or the other scene first, and then they rearranged the set, made it a birthday set within the same table, exact same positioning, brought in the other actors, and they shot it just so they could have this seamless transition. And if you notice, I think the only thing that kind of like moved a little bit, it's what looks like a soccer photo or like some sort of like sports photo. My guess it's soccer because of the white ball in the middle, but that's the only thing that kind of like slanted a little bit, probably when they hung up the happy birthday sign. 21, but I'm feeling 21. Get out of her life, bro. The reeling. Is she like coming back together with him? Hopefully not. F that guy. Oh, that was a really nice transition. So what they did here, she's wearing the same clothes even. This is actually really brilliant. I might steal this. This is really nice. So obviously they changed. If you notice, this is daylight. During the day, when she turns around, we have the house lights on, which makes us think and feel that, you know, there's passage of time. She's been laying here for a lot of time, minutes, hours, days even. She hasn't even changed. It's just like a really sad visual to depict that she's depressed. I would have probably added like, you know, maybe a couple cups, maybe a couple plates. She's probably not eating either, but clever transition to kind of like give the sense of passage of time really quickly and with one little thing.
Like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it after plaid shirt.
I love it, some mirror work. This is sick. I think this might be some of my favorite shots. Oh, dude, honestly, I hate to see women cry, bro. Like, it crushes my soul. Oh, please tell me he's not coming back. I love that little editing. So he's definitely thinking about it. Make up your mind, bro. No, baby, don't. Don't! I think that image that we just saw is from the night they broke up. Yeah, I think they were like on a dresser or something, like some sort of like walk-in closet. No man, this is giving me goosebumps, bro. Like, please tell me she's not coming back up with him.
And I was never good at telling jokes, but the punchline goes, I'll get older, but your lovers stay my age. From when your Brooklyn broke my skin and bones, I'm a soldier who's returning half her weight. And did
Is this Taylor? Oh, she wrote a book about the whole thing. That's cool, man. Based on what the people on the internet say, I know. Oh my god, yeah, it is Taylor. Like I know Taylor has done that a few times where she's used kind of like her, yeah, life happenstance, relationships, previous situations to kind of like inspire her to write a lot of her stuff. We as artists and as humans in general, we need to kind of like let it out. A lot of people are great at communicating, a lot of people are not, and I think one of the best ways to do it is to turn it into something else, grab that fuel and make it something beautiful. I guess my real question now is, did she actually write a book about this guy, this person? Or is the song and the film kind of like the book in real life? Let me know in the comments because I'm curious. Now, let's address the red hair. I don't think I had ever seen her ginger. And it's actually a really interesting look. I think she looks good. But I don't think I had ever seen her like that.
Just between us did the love affair make you all too
They be crying, bro. A stunning debut novel. Well, this is giving me goosebumps. This is kind of heartbreaking. Wait a second. Bro, go home, bro. We don't want you here. No. We don't want you, bro. Go home. F you. L's in the chat. L's in the chat for Loverboy. We don't want him. We don't want the red scarf. Keep it. We don't want the beanie. Keep it. Yes, he's watching. Creepy ass dude. We don't want you, bro. L's in the chat. If this was based on someone in real life that she dated, please let me know. I'm dying to know who it is. Which I'm sure it's the case. Written and directed by T.S. Sadie Singh, Dylan O'Brien's the name of the actor. Her later on, Taylor Swift. That's a funny way to kind of like put in the credit. Director of photography, Rina Yang. W. Rina. That was beautiful, guys. I actually love that. I didn't know what to expect, but that was beautiful. I was beautifully shot. W. Taylor, this was great. I love the photography. I love the fact that it was shot in film. Really interesting creative decisions. And yeah, guys, I mean, hopefully I didn't pause too much. Hopefully all the insight that I gave you guys was great. And, regarding the questions that I asked her, if there's anything that I might have missed, which probably there was a lot, let me know in the comments. I'm dying to hear from you guys. As I already mentioned earlier in the video, thank you for watching the previous video I posted reacted to her Fate of Ophelia. Thank you for being so cool about the whole album packaging thing. I love that series and I'm going to continue doing those next with different artists and more of her work probably, but excited to jump into other artists' vinyl albums. And the next video of her that I'll be analyzing, it's the song that she has with Post Malone, which I'm dying to listen to, dying to check out her video. If you don't know anything about me, guys, my name is Gara. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. Check out my work on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads. Go to my website to check out my portfolio. Sub up, like up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.